Hey everybody, my name is Robin Kelly. Thanks for joining us for our online class today. I wanted to talk a little bit about vitality oils. We have some great oils in our starter kit that we're sharing with you today, and some of them have a white label like this lemon essential oil that's called a vitality oil, or this peppermint, which is a vitality oil, because they have this white label on them. So what this white label means is these oils are labeled for internal usage as a supplement. The usage directions on the label are going to tell you for internal use. And we have many different oils that are labeled as vitality oils. Now, what's the difference between these and when you find the same oil in a different label? For instance, this is the lemon vitality. This is our regular lemon. It has a yellow label versus the white label. So the yellow solid color labels on the oils mean they're labeled for topical and aromatic use. So they're labeled for putting on the skin, bottom of the feet, anywhere. Of course, lemon is a photosensitive oil, so keep that in mind. Or they're labeled for aromatic use, which means put them in your hands and smell them, or put them in a diffuser and have them misted into the air through an ultrasonic diffuser. So aromatic and topical use, internal use. And we can talk about different things based on how they're labeled. And this is all because of the FDA's rules for how essential oils are labeled, which Young Living is always about complying with the rules and following the rules. So the FDA said you can't have all three uses on the same bottle label. They have to be separate. So we have two separate labeled lines for that purpose. Now, the oil that's inside this lemon and this lemon is exactly the same lemon essential oil. Comes from the same place. Nothing different about it at all. Please keep that in mind. So whatever oil bottle that you have, if you have a vitality one, start with the label direction. It talks about internal usage. If you have one that's not a vitality, the label says topical and aromatic use. Start with that directions. But then you can use your common sense because the oil inside is exactly the same oil. Same with, here's an example. We have the peppermint vitality oil, and here is our peppermint that's labeled for topical and aromatic usage. So when we're talking about the ones with topical and aromatic usage, we're allowed to talk about how they make us feel and how they smell and things like that. When we're talking about one of our oils that is labeled vitality for internal usage, we're allowed to talk about the body systems that they support. So there's a difference that the FDA says we're allowed to speak about these different oils. So when it's labeled for internal usage, we can tell you that the peppermint, it supports healthy digestion and things like that. Same with lemon. We can talk about all the body systems that lemon is really good for when we're talking about the vitality oil. But if we're talking about the regular one, we can talk about how uplifting and refreshing it makes us feel and how good it is for the, healthy for our skin and things like that. So that's the difference. There's not a whole lot to it. The oil inside both bottles, exactly the same oil, comes from the same place, can do all the same things. So just use your common sense and know that it's not a real special thing about the difference in labels, but we are just following the rules of the FDA in our labeling. So our oils are amazing and we can do a lot with them. Dig in and enjoy.